catches for 45 yards and 1 touchdown, but it was just not enough. They beat the Washington Commanders 42-14. They demolished the Arizona Cardinals, and they looked real good on all phases of the game. To improve to 3-1 on the season, Arizona fell to 1-3 on the season. Yeah, man, next game, we got the New England Patriots 13 versus the San Francisco 49ers 30. San Fran and Brock Purdy and them do they thing, advance to 2-2. Jacoby Brissett and New England Patriots fall to 1-3. Brock Purdy 15 for 27, 280, 1 touchdown, 1 pick. Jordan Mason headed the regular usual game back on track. Offensive line back doing their thing. 123 on the ground, 1 touchdown. Jawan Dennis 88 yards. Debo 58. Ayuk 48 and Kittle 45, and Avengers are back. They're just missing Christian McCaffrey, but that ain't gonna stop the San Francisco 49ers from getting rolling. So they got Jordan Mason to replace Christian McCaffrey, and there ain't nothing wrong, and they ain't missing nothing. And they look very good. They look polished. They look like they should go into the next game with some confidence, and the offense getting healthy, some playmakers, and San Francisco is definitely, still a scary team in the NFC. In my eyes, they're the team to beat in the NFC, even though they only 2-2 on the season. But that don't mean nothing. The season's still young. It's only the first month. And I feel so sad. I'm so sad for the Jacksonville Jaguars, who just can't get a fucking win. No matter what they do, they looked real good all game. Travis Etienne Jr. finally came back. The rookie Brian Thompson Jr. caught a touchdown. It just wasn't enough for C.J. Stroud and the Houston Texans, who put together a late game drive. That C.J. Stroud put them boys on their back for the go-ahead touchdown score for them to take the lead. And that was all she wrote. Congratulations to the Houston Texans and C.J. Stroud getting back on business after the loss last week against the Viks. Jacksonville 20, Houston Texans 24. Jacksonville fall to 0-4. Houston Texans advanced to 3-1. C.J. Stroud 27 for 40 on a day, 345, 2 touchdowns. Nico Collins, who lead the league in wide receiver yards, 151, 1 touchdown. That boy's a fucking monster. Nobody in the NFL can touch him. He lead the league in receiving yards, bro. Bro, just throw it up to him. Big body receiver. He like a Andre Johnson. You feel me? You can't stop him, bro. I'm telling you. He give me Andre Johnson vibes. He a fucking monster. And Stephon Diggs pitched in with 69 yards and 1 touchdown. He actually ran it in for a touchdown on a scramble drill. It was a trick play that just didn't work, and he just took over, and wearing it in himself. Trevor Lawrence pitched in with 28 for 39, 169, 2 touchdowns. Big Beast, 90 yards on the ground. Etienne first came back 50 yards on the ground. Like I said, the rookie Brian Thomas Jr. 80 yards in the touchdown. Kirk Cousins 61 yards in the touchdown. That's what I'm saying. They looked it okay. But, it takes. It is what it is. And then you got the Raiders, who survived the Browns again, who had a chance late game again to try to take the lead again, like the third game in a row where they got the football in the fourth. They just can't convert. But this time I don't put it on Deshaun Watson like the last couple games they had to make a run. But this time I don't put it on Deshaun Watson. He do 2 perfectly placed balls. The receivers dropped them. And, the Las Vegas Raiders take this one. 20-16. They approved the 2-2. Cleveland fall to 1-3. And that's not a division. You want to fall to 1-3 and you're going to be eliminated. You got the same record as the Bengals. So, I don't know. NFC North. I think they're going to get it together. AFC North. They're going to get it together. But, on to the next. Kansas City Chiefs, 17. Los Angeles Chargers, 10. Chargers lose 2 on the road now. Herbert really don't look too good. Real gimpy. He makes little splash plays in here, but he not mobile. He can't move around at all in that pocket, bro. He need a clean pocket. I think he need to rest for a week or 2. I know they don't want to put their season on the line like that, but he needs some rest in my opinion. Real defensive game. But the back-to-back Super Bowl champs, they found the way to win again behind rookie Xavier Worley and an old face, but from in familiar places. Kareem Hunt with the comeback game. And, the Super Bowl champs got another win. They improved to 4-0 on the season. Los Angeles Chargers fall to 2-2 on the season. My man Patrick Mahomes, 19 for 29, 245, 1 touchdown, 1 pick. Kareem Hunt, comeback game, 69 yards on the ground. Kelsey, 89 yards. Worthy, the rookie, 57 and 73 yards, 1 touchdown. A 54-yard bomb to Patty Mahomes for the touchdown pass. And that was all she wrote for them. And Justin Herbert pitched in the game 16 for 27, 179, 1 touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, 32 yards. He couldn't get going. And that was really the problem. Once J.K. can go on the ground, you got to do everything on the air. And that's not what they want to do with a gimpy Herbert and not proven receivers yet to keep throwing the ball all game. That's not what they want to do. Lad McConkey, the rookie, pitched in with a touchdown and 67 yards. I like how he run his routes. Real gifted, shifty receiver. Short. I could put him in the slot more than likely, but real shifty receiver. I like him. And you need to start putting him in the backfield. Give him a lot of plays and open through those screen passes to him. They need to get Lad the ball more. He do good things when the ball's in his hands. I like Lad. Good shit. And the game of the day, in my opinion, the Ravens versus the Bills. Yeah, man, Ravens coming as home favorites to the undefeated Bills. And I see why. The Bills could not get going. Every time they thought they had something going, the Ravens defense had something going better. And when they came down and scored, the Ravens came right back and scored. And then they scored, doubled up on them and scored again. Yeah, man, they just couldn't get it going. Josh Allen looked real shaky. He took a real hard hit. He went to the sidelines like he was about to cry. He took his helmet off, looked real upset, like he was about to tear up. That boy took a hard-ass hit when he had do that motherfucking fumble. He picked it up. He tried to run, but he got blocked by the fucking defensive lineman. Got leveled. That boy, after that, he ain't like he wanted to play no more. Yeah, they hit hard over there with the Ravens. This might be a team you might have to see in the playoffs, bro. They're both AFC opponents, man. Y'all might got to see each other in the playoffs. So, Josh Allen, the Bills, it's a tough test for y'all, and y'all failed. And the Ravens improved to 2-2 in the season. Bills get their first loss of the season and fall to 3-1. My man, Action Jackson, 13 for 18, 156, 2 touchdowns, 54 rushing yards, 1 rushing touchdown. My man, Big fucking Henry. Big bruising back. Nobody want to tackle that ball game. I watched the whole game. They were scared to tackle Henry. Nobody want no problems with this nigga. He had 199 yards on the ground. I don't think y'all hear me. He was 1 yard away from 200 yards, bro. Running on the ground, bro. He was unstoppable, gang. He had 199 yards. 199. Get a body on him. He ran all over y'all. 100 yards, 200 yards for one person. It was the fucking Derrick Henry show. Get it together. 200 yards on the ground, 1 touchdown. Let's get it. You know what I mean? The fucking Henry show. And Josh Allen pitched in before they took him out from Mitchell Trubisky. He did go 16 for 29, 180 yards. James Cook, 39 yards. They stopped the run. Shakir, 62 yards. Kenyon Coleman, 51 yards. Dalton Kincaid, 47 yards. And that's y'all game for the Sunday slate. Tonight we got the Tennessee Titans and the Miami Dolphins. We got a bum fest tonight, you know what I mean? I think the Dolphins need to go out and get a quarterback. I will go out and try to find me a quarterback ASAP or make a trade for a quarterback. I would try to trade for Bryce Young. He's still got, you know, a little cannon. You put him in the right system. You give him a lot of confidence. And the Dolphins already got, they already cool with a little quarterback, a pint-sized quarterback. They got that in 2 already. So their offense is built for that, to get quick passes, a lot of screen passes, start with the run game. So if I was the Dolphins, I'm trying to make a trade for Bryce Young. If not, I'm making a trade for fucking somebody, because Skylar Thompson ain't going to cut it. Or whoever else they got back there. They need a quarterback. Or they going to just take their whole season away and draft a quarterback, because they got a team. All they need is a quarterback. But that's the game for the night. And who else we got tonight? It's a doubleheader. We got the Detroit Lions playing tonight also. Detroit Lions versus the Seattle Seahawks tonight also, which that's going to be a good game. Seahawks trying to keep rolling on the season. And the Lions trying to actually get back on the season, get back on track. If you ask me, they've been looking kind of out of place. They ain't looking really like the Lions-y, except for the game before when Gibbs and David Montgomery both had 80 yards on the ground. That's the Lions game. I mean, they need to get back to that pound of rock. It's going to be one of them type games because Seattle can run the ball too. So that's what I think they should do. But we got some MLB playoffs starting for y'all tomorrow, Tuesday, October 1st. Most of the games are ready solidified for the wild card spot, except for the Mets and Braves. They play a doubleheader today to determine who gets the wild card spots and who play in the playoffs. So these two games is meaningful. There's only 2 games on a day. The Mets and the Braves play twice. They play at 1 o'clock and they play at 4 o'clock to determine who gets into the playoffs, man. When do you go home? When do you get in? Let's go Braves. Let's go Mets. Man, baseball playoffs. It's a good time to be alive. We got lots of sports. But the AL wildcard game 1, we do know we got the Detroit Tigers versus the Houston Astros at 2 p.m. And we got the Kansas City Royals versus the Astros at 4 p.m. And in the NL wildcard game 1, we got the Brewers versus Diamondbacks. And the Padres is waiting before the Braves and Mets to know when they're going to play. So we still got some... We got some indication who's gonna be in the wild card, and but the playoffs do start tomorrow regardless. So tomorrow is playoff baseball. Y'all get ready for that and stay tuned because I'll be right there with y'all with that. We can keep coming back tomorrow. What's that? I'll come back tomorrow, let y'all know what's up. And on Wednesday, we'll run down the game and talk about the game and who and what I think who gonna win the World Series and who did good pitching and who might be a slugger. I got y'all, man. We're gonna talk about all that. And then we go move down to the WNBA playoffs. The Las Vegas Aces versus the New York Liberty rematch from last year, and the Liberty remember that shit. They dominated this whole game. They was up by damn near 18 at one point, and the New York Liberty dominated Stewie with 34 points to push the Liberty past the Aces, get the 1-0 lead. Sabrina Ionic pitched in with 21 points, and John Quez Jones pitched in with 13 points and 12 rebounds. And the New York Liberty looked at real good. Aja Wilson, 21 points. Jackie Young, 17. Kelsey Plum, 24. Game 2, Tuesday, October 1st, 7:30 p.m. Get ready. And there's a upset on the road. The Connecticut Sun still a game for the Minnesota Lynx, 73-70. Congratulations, Connecticut Suns, man. They still a game. So, that's all you got to do is the road team is still one game. And they did their job. Deanna Boner, 10 points, 11 rebounds. Aaliyah Thomas, 17 points. And Mabel Marie, 28 points. Game 2. 9:30 p.m. October 1st, right after New York Liberty and Aces at 7:30. So, we got a lot of sports going on for y'all. WNBA playoffs, MLB playoffs. We got the NFL just wrapping up the first month of the NFL. We got preseason hockey, And then we got the NBA coming back at the end of October. There's a lot going on. Just like the Julius Randle in the basketball world. We got Julius Randle on the Minnesota Timberwolves. And we got Karl Anthony Towns on the Knicks. The Knicks starting 5 look real good. Now they got no depth, but they needed to get a center because Mitchell Robinson started the year on injury reserve. They had no center. They had Jericho Simmons, who's an undersized center, really powerful forward. He just jump out the gym and the pressures Achua, which I don't like Achua. He got bullied by Embiid all year last season. I don't think that's going to work. But as of right now, they starting 5 to look real good. They did lose Dante DiVincenzo, a good cornerstone piece, a good a second option last year in the playoffs when Jalen Brunson couldn't get going, a constant three-point shooter, constant three-point threat. So, I don't really like that trade. I would have tried to get him Landry Shamet, and Deuce McBride. I would have tried to offer him plenty of guards, but, they wasn't going for it. So, yeah, y'all lost DiVincenzo, lost some bench depth, for Tibbs and them. So now, it's Josh Hart, OG Anunoby, Karl Anthony Towns, Mikal Bridges, and Jalen Brunson in your starting 5. And then you got a bunch of no-names coming off the bench, whether it was Deuce McBride, Landry Shamet, and Mitch Robinson coming off your bench, Jericho Sims and all that. Shit. Giannis, Bam, fucking Embiid, whatever big in the East that's going to bully Cat. Cat is good on a stretch five position where you can, which I think that's what they're going to do more, stretch five, pull him out to the line. Now you got driving lanes for Mikal, you got driving lanes for Brunson, dribble drive, heavy pick and roll, Cat can pick and pop. So if you want to roll with Brunson, hood dish, Cat pop with the three. Cat need to get consistent from three, but he can get hot. He can get hot. He hit like 3, 4, 5 threes. I done seen him do it. He can get hot, but consistently from three, him and